Hi everyone, I'm Pilar and I'm going to be the host in this expert series project where we will be delving into the world of tech. Today I have the pleasure to be here with a tech enthusiast, Rajneesh, and we will be exploring the reasons why pursuing a career in web development can lead to exciting opportunities, the importance of communities like Twitter or forums, and much more. Welcome, Rajneesh, and thank you for being here today. Let's start talking about what inspired you to pursue a career in web development. Were there any specific experiences or events that influenced your decision there?
Thank you, Pilar, for just inviting me in this stage. I'm so much happy for this beautiful conversation. And yeah, just inspiring the thing which I got from my brother, my elder brother, when he was doing coding in his MacBook, and I just asked him a question, just like, "What is this? And how could you just inspect the website and you're debugging the code?" So that's the interest that I built for the web development. Then he was told that there is a it's like three topics. No, it could be three stages. It's
Mhm,
first the structure of website is it go for the HTML,
mhm,
and this or the colorings and the methoding of website is going for the CSS. The whole working and the management going for the JavaScript. Then I
mhm.
go through with and just started my career in web development, and not in a career because I'm learning right now. And yeah, it's all out.
Okay, interesting. And how do you envision the future of tech careers? What are your expectations? What do you plan to do?
I just planned to do just like I've focused on my front end work right now in web development, and I have to just go through with the internships which are going for the web development persons, and do some open source programs which helps me to get interacted with the communities which are going on. And yeah, in a career, I will choose it web development for going to master all the website which are just hosting and just made a portfolio websites for everyone. And yeah, it could be free. So that's my thing.
Hmm. And what trends or advancements do you think will shape the industry in the coming years?
In the beginning of the tech fields, we don't have so much resources. Just like me, if I'm in the 2000 year of 2000, so I have to go for the coaching of the web development and get studied about web development to paying their high fees. But after some tech is coming in the field, and the people who are introducing themselves in the YouTube platforms, that there are some resources they go through it. And this is the third gen of the technology booms with the
Mm,
AI. And I think AI is a very great tool, and a great tool made by simultaneous ChatGPT. And this OpenAI is very interesting to learn about. But if you want to go to the web development, you go to the ChatGPT and ask, how can I just get started with the web development? And you go at the points in the section, just like you should go to the this and this and this. This is the steps, this is the roadmap you can follow, and just make some projects. And then you go for the internship. Then your career will be made in a web development. I
mm.
think AI is doing a very well done job. You can study by yourself, and just if you have any question, ask to AI and this that thing.
Mhm. And how has AI been integrated into your web development studies so far? Do you use it on a daily basis?
I just use it for just project type. Just like if you're a beginner and you don't think about the what could you made a project. If you learn about HTML and you just mastered HTML and CSS, but you have a basic knowledge of a JavaScript,
Mm,
so you should have to make a basic project in your front end. So you have to go through with just ask. If you don't ask to anyone, I just if you are being if you have a chat gpt, go through the chat gpt and just ask, hey chat gpt, I want to make a basic project with the html and javascript, tell me. So it's thing AI is a thing which help you in every single way. If you are just making, if helping me for just like I'm just want to make a project, I would go want some idea, I want some help. But just like recently I made a project in a currency converter and just wanted to know how in JavaScript we can fetch an API. So I go
Mhm.
through it and just learn about it. How can I just fetch an API in JavaScript? That's the thing I just got from the ChatGPT, and that's the thing that AI is just integrated in our human resources, just to help humans to be go through with the technologies.
Yeah, and as technology continues to evolve rapidly, what steps do you take to stay updated with the latest developments and emerging technologies?
If you want to if want to go to the evolving and go rapidly with the technologies, so I have to go with the those apps and those forums which are right now in booming, and just updating the technologies which are coming up. Just I got the point of a chat gpt from the Twitter, and it's very cool. I think it's if you have any social media platform which it doesn't make you a sense on the concepts of technologies which are coming in the industries. So I think go through with that kind of a apps website which helps you to get interacted with the technologies right now in the currently fields which are going on.
Mm.
And I think if you have to just go through with all the technologies which are coming in up, you have to up to date person in the tech. You should have to learn per day, and I think it's cool.
And you're a very active member of Twitter, right? Why would you recommend it for any tech enthusiast or tech professional?
Just like I think when I was beginning in the Twitter, I just uh, go through with sometimes and just understand the algorithms, and how could we use and in the most effective way. If Twitter is not helping me and I'm just using as a social media, so it couldn't help me. But I've been thinking, just like Twitter makes me help in such kind of a interaction with the more developers, peoples in the spaces, and I just made these spaces for the beginners. So I just think Twitter is the best platform if you want to just interact with those celebrities, not called the celebrities of developers, but we can say they are the most humble person, and they
Mm.
will help you if you ask in public. And two things learn from the Twitter: if you ask in public and if you learn in public, that's you are a cool person ever, and you will learn a lot from the publics. In the public, you can raise a question. It's like, I have a question, how could we get it to the open source? So
Mhm.
you get the answer, and you have some knowledge. Then you can share, and then you will got some feedbacks. Where should you have to just remove and just use it some new way? So could be understand the kind of a technologies.
Yeah, I agree. And apart from that, like the benefit of learning and interacting with other people, do you think there are other benefits, like to be active on social media or in forums or like Twitter?
I think you should have to active whenever you just complete your daily goals.
Mm.
Just like I want to say, if you have if you have on some challenges, just like I have done recently, I just completed my 100 days of code challenge. So
Mm.
if I'm active Twitter after the complete of my daily goals and daily just made my aims, just I have to achieve this and this, and have to just completed this topic and made some kind of a project and do some contributions. So I think if you have to complete this, then you can go for the social media for the more interaction.
Mm.
Because if you just made interaction and not doing your daily goals, then you will got busted. I think you should have to first complete your goals, then go for social media. It's a better thing. And I think every beginner should have to keep this point in the mind if you are just going for any social media platform, either it is LinkedIn or Twitter. I just saying for everything.
In terms of your career, what are your plans? I know you have some interesting plans. And do you have any specific goals or aspirations you would like to achieve?
Yeah, first of all, I have to go through with just I want to do some web development things first. and I have to just go through with a more web development and see how cool it's so much effective, and the hype is and the craze is going on with web development, and just in contribute in a front end open source programs which are going on in GitHub. And that's the thing, I have to be seen in my 5 years. I have to be uh, just like a web developer, and who also contribute to the open source.
Oh, amazing. Okay. You're also dedicated to help beginners to start their journey in social media, in content creation. What do you think is the biggest difficulty faced today by people starting in that world?
People were just thinking about money, and if you want to make a money, you should have to go through with your skill first. If you have a skill, then you can make money. Don't go
Mhm.
through with it just like I have to make money. First, go through with the skills, then you will make money. And this is the, I think most of the beginners think about, I have to just like just like I get selected in BTech. I am just chosen my IT branch and I'm doing a BTech for 4 years. Some beginners have a thinking of to see some person just like a person is doing his BTech, and in second year he got an internship from JP Morgan company.
Hmm.
So if you have to be considered from the comparison between you and them, then you are wrong, because you have to see yourself first. How could you do efforts for it? If you're doing efforts, then it's good. But you should have to first figure out one thing: what is the most important thing? If effort is a good thing or a money is a good thing, first you go through with this thing. It's like I'm going with more efforts. I will go through with a more hard work for my skill, and then I will get a internship easily. If you're going through
Mhm.
for the money, you can never think about your efforts, and you will go through, and you will every time you will asking just like I want to do for internship and this thing,
Mhm.
but you can't make a sense with your sentences.
Yeah,
I just
I
Yeah,
agree. It's a process. It's like if you get started on social media, you are not going to be um, like huge in the first weeks. You need to be consistent and to have something to share and to engage with people. So it takes time. Is the same. Like I totally agree on that. Nice. And there are any current projects you are working on that you want to share with the audience, or what are you doing right now?
I'm doing a website project which is related to the such type of, you can do the contribution in the future. I will push on GitHub, and all the beginners were invited for the contributions. And yeah, I just made a website for the open source, because I just love open source persons and open source contributions projects. Because I think if you I think one sentence I have to add this: if you're interested in open source, don't be go through with your resume. If you are open source contributor and you have done your past contributions were amazing, then you didn't want any kind of a resume, I think. Because if you've done some contributions, so you have the capability to do some extraordinary things in the contribution. You still have to go for the first think about the issue and go through it, and just debug in your local machine, just to push on a PR, and you got your PR got merged. That's a long process. And if you are open source person and you contribute to open source, and your contribution is awesome, then I think you got selected. It's never being an issue to be you. Just like if you just go through with your resume, just like I'm this and this thing. I got 90 percentage in a BTech, and I didn't do whatever you join to you want. Whether you want a web developer and you're an app Android developer, anything, you're full stack developer, you should have to do contribution. You can got some experiences, and every recruiter just see your open source contribution and see and shocked. It's like, oh my god, he's done so much contributions in open source in this and this companies, because open source programs are such. It's like it's so bit serious, because if you're doing contribution in a such type of serious programs, you should have to be think about it. It's like your contributions will be got represented. It's like he's a man, he's contributed in this program.
Thank you, Rajneesh, and thank you to everyone listening or watching this. Stay tuned and follow us on social media. On our part, we will be working on more expert series. So I hope you shared this journey with us. And I want to take a moment to invite you to follow Skedler. And also for those of you who work with reports on a daily basis, I invite you to try Skedler because it's an amazing automation tool. It's going to help you a lot with your reporting task. And I hope to hear your feedback and see you in the next one. Ciao.